his feet are up on the dashboard. He's leaning back, he's on his phone. The evidence will show trying to find a hotel, trying to find lodging for them. He barely has time to pull his feet down.
Yeah.
The evidence will show he attempted to jump into the back seat, to go through and across the center console. Before he could do that, one of these rounds smashed into his chest.
Ooh.
And that round tore through his heart, through his lungs, and through the largest vein in the body, the aorta, a gigantic artery that supplies blood up in.
So they said my man was trying to hurry up and jump to the back seat. By the time he got to get up and woo-wee. And they was shooting some fast shit, Chad. Switchies, 5.56s, and 300 blackout is crazy.
Down here.
Bad bitch trying my bed. Trying to do that cause this bitch be whack. I just fucking out dip you crazy. Bitch come through, she go throw shit back. Let me talk about brother got the bag. When now he ain't even have bite. Niggas bouncing ain't kill no sight. Heard that brother ain't definitely pipe.
Man, Foolio moms clowns his killers after they were caught lying in court. Shorty, tap in.
Foolio trial is really heating up, okay? By the way, just ignore my outfit, okay? It's Hood Day in Gryffindor, so I'm gonna head over to a party after this video. But look, I'm very, very just like gripped by everything that's going on in this Foolio trial, okay? Like, I'm gonna be doing some bigger, more comprehensive updates. I got a few things going on at the moment, so I haven't been able to dig into absolutely everything yet. But in the next few days, over the next few weeks, as this trial continues, I'll be giving you all of the updates. But I wanted to just touch on a few really interesting things that have been going around on the Reddit today, because man, there's just some really sad stuff going on, and it really sounds like Foolio really just didn't have a chance that day when those shooters came to take his life, man. So there's been new testimony in here, and shout out to Cuff Boys, man. He's been covering this too, doing a great job. Really excited to take the time to watch a couple of his videos. But everybody is saying that the Alicia Andrews is absolutely cooked, okay? After this breakdown from prosecutors as to exactly how Foolio lost.
Hell yeah, she cute, cooked. And then I seen a video about her monkey ass, try to say she didn't know what was going on. Nah, ho, you knew exactly what was going on. You was the one texting your boyfriend everything. You think you didn't know what was going on? You really think you was about to get out? Chat. She declined 18 years in prison. She about to get slapped with the book.
His life. He really didn't have a chance, man. The way that they hunted him down was just so vicious. So let's have a look at a couple of clips from the courtroom, and then, I'll give you some more reaction of what people are feeling about this situation on Reddit.
He had carefully planned and now we're orchestrating. Unable to run, unable to dive or even duck, basically caged in the front seat of his car. He was basically a sitting duck. They moved rapidly into their pre-planned position, into their firing location, and then they immediately unleashed a hellish onslaught, affecting a precisely coordinated violence of action, sending a barrage, a wall of hot lead, crashing into the only barriers between Charles Jones living and Charles Jones dying. Those barriers, the automotive glass, the sheet metal of the front of his Dodge Charger, which were absolutely no match for the high-powered 5.56 and 300 blackout caliber rifle rounds, which were now traveling at him, directed at him at thousands of feet per second. Each.
Golly, bro. 5.56 and 300 blackout. Boy.
One of them carrying over 1,200 foot-pounds of energy, directed specifically at Charles Jones. A Glock 9mm handgun was being utilized by one of these conspirators, a handgun that wasn't just...
Oh my God, they put a switch on it. I forgot.
A semi-automatic handgun. It had been converted to a fully automatic hand cannon, and now it was running wide open, dumping all 30 rounds of its magazine through the front end and the windshield of that Dodge Charger. All of that gunfire filling the dark, early morning hours with booming concussion and bright, flashing muzzle flashes as these high-pressured and high-powered rounds flooded the atmosphere in front of that Dodge Charger.
He's really painting a picture here to show the jury how gnarly this was. And this was a...
It's so messed up, man, and he really does paint a very convincing picture about how messed up it is, People are saying the way he's talking, it makes ATK 1200 sound over tough, but really, he's just going into detail, and there was even more. I think I did touch on this in a previous video, but I'll play this to you again just so you can hear just how messed up the incident was and just how vicious the attack was, man. It's so messed up.
Was leaning up against the dashboard. You may have seen in that photo, on those videos, but you'll see it during the trial. Look for it. His feet are up on the dashboard. He's leaning back. He's on his phone. The evidence will show trying to find a hotel, trying to find lodging for them. He barely has time to pull his feet down.
Yeah.
The evidence will show he attempted to jump into the back seat to go through and across the center console. Before he could do that, one of these rounds smashed into his chest. And that round tore through his heart, through his lungs, and through the largest vein in the body, the aorta, a gigantic artery that supplies blood up in.
So they said my man was trying to hurry up and jump to the back seat. By the time he got to get up and woo-wee. And they was shooting some fast shit, Chad. Switchies, 5.56 and 300 blackout is crazy.
Down your body. And when he turned and kind of flipped over to try to crawl into the back seat, he took 2 more.
So he really had no chance, man. And a lot of people on Reddit are kind of reiterating these statements. People are saying RIP to Foolio. The shots that Foolio took to the heart and to the lungs, bro didn't suffer at all, especially with it hitting the main artery. His heart would have stopped immediately. If he would have probably ducked down under the dash, he might have got out there alive. But I can't believe Omerta didn't get head tapped or even chest hit or anything. Dude had some angels wrapped around him. And, you know, people are saying Omerta can't drive and that other person was on point. But it's just so sad. It's just not a situation that he would have ever been able to get.
Yeah, bro, like, bro, his homies was not on point, bro. And that's crazy, bro. None of his homies was on point, bro. Everybody drunk. And I ain't about to read all these comments. Y'all know this nigga like to read every comment they got.
And it's true. Now, there's been a lot of talk about whether Foolio's homies ran off on him. Now, I don't know whether it's fair to say they straight left him and ran off. People are saying these boys straight left Foolio and ran to the 3rd floor of the hotel. Shake my head, long live Six. Buddy wasn't on point at all. No blicks and riding with teenagers. He should have had someone with him playing security or an assistant that books your hotels and Airbnbs. Now, look, I feel like it's a little bit unfair to say they ran off. Like, they were probably trying to run to safety. Like, as you just heard how messed up and vicious this attack was. You know, there really wasn't much chance that anybody had. And, you know, everybody else is really lucky to be alive in this situation.
Yeah, facts.
But it is just super sad. I mean, people are basically saying, I mean, they couldn't do nothing. Six was already dead in the backseat. They got to think about themselves because they were shot as well. They were looking for help. Six wasn't responding. He died on the scene. Long live Foolio, man. It says, you wanted these people to dodge bullets like the Matrix, perform CPR on Foolio, jump out, and then start shooting? Like, damn, y'all ain't never did this before, but telling them what they should have did while getting shot.
Yeah, bro. People ain't never been in these type of situations to know what actually going on. Like, you hear all this fire, the first thing you thinking about is ducking and covering real quick. You gotta duck, cover, then shoot. You not about to, nigga. You gotta see where they coming from first. You gotta duck, nigga. You gotta get behind something, then shoot. You can't just pull your pipe and just start looking and shooting. You gonna get head tapped somewhere. What's wrong with y'all?
People are saying they're more sad at Six for moving sloppy. They're saying he was drunk. He said he doesn't even drink often. That's definitely what did it. It gave him a false sense of confidence. So yeah, man, it's just so sad. It's just so sad. There's been more analysis of that same picture, and I'm pretty sure that this is actually also alongside it a picture of the blood spatter on the floor. So I know that I believe one or both of these guys was actually shot. So that just goes to show, you know, they're really not in their right state of mind. They're really trying to save themselves. And at the end of the day, after Foolio passed away, you know, they got to do their best to try and save themselves. And it says, yeah, they went to the 3rd floor. They knocked on doors to get help because no one was in the lobby. And yeah, it's just really sad, man. So there's been more images coming out from the trial. They've actually got a bunch of guns that they retrieved from one of the shooter's houses or his grandmother's house. This is Sean Gathwright's arsenal by the looks of it. There's a big ass rifle there. Whole bunch of bullets in boxes there. So it's just ammunition on ammunition. This is really not a good look. Okay, all of this is just gonna cook him. I mean, that gun closet, I've never seen anything like it, honestly. Like, that's looking like a gun store.
Yo, that gun closet is crazy. They got some choppers in that joint, chat. Yeah, they got some choppers. And then they guns got shell catchers on them. They tweaking.
For that to be in somebody's home is absolutely insane. And he's got all these clips, extended clips, magazines, stocks, brace. These guys were really on some military stuff. And this really doesn't look good, okay?
Yeah.
People are saying the kill shot was a shot that he took to the chest that hit his heart as he was crawling to the back seat. Then he got hit in the back twice and hit in the liver. He had no chance, man. People are saying they thought he got hit in the head, but apparently that might not be the case. He got hit more than 3 times. We're going to hear more from the medical examiner later on in the trial, but those are the 3 times that basically killed him in the shooting in the opening statements. So all of these
Bro, why do this nigga keep reading the damn comments? Weird ass boy, get your lame ass on. This nigga be blowing me, Chad. I ain't go back.
in the supermarket, apparently in the same outfits used in the drill. They got pictures of them in the supermarket, apparently in the same outfits used in the drill. Absolutely cooked, all right? They're sending out on the same fit in the supermarket and everything. These guys are clearly not too bright in the head. They're saying that's stupid as a...
They're saying, what the hell is you reading the comments for, weirdo? Who cares about what these people got to talk about? Bro, they keep reading the comments, but I'm about to end this video, bro. They pissing me off.
He is deep fried charbroiled right now. It's very messed up. A lot of people are saying that the text messages that we covered in the previous video, how the defense's whole initial claims have been completely contradicted. She basically recalls the opening statements from the defense, which claimed Alicia Andrews was just going on a trip with her boyfriend, didn't know any of these gang members, didn't know what was going on in the streets. But then those text messages basically cooked her. So Foolio's mom kind of gives her thoughts on that here. It's not the best audio, but hopefully you can still hear.
And what y'all think about them text messages? Because in opening statement, in defense opening statement, they say that the girl, don't know no gang members. She don't know none of them as friends. She don't know nobody that's affiliated with him. She don't know none of that. She just was simply going on a trip with her boyfriend. Okay. But it's some text messages came about, right? Her attorney want them text messages to be brought up in court. They filed the motion right there to not bring the text messages forward. One of her attorneys was like, well, she don't see it's irrelevant. So the judge was like, but how is it irrelevant when during opening statement, your counterpart said that she don't know none of these people, whatever. Anyway, make a long story short, we was able to get the text messages out now. So the text messages is her and her friend, her best friend, that been knowing her relationship with the other day, the boyfriend, stated that she done took over, they done met a couple of times at her house. Seems they got an off relationship, but let's get into it. So the message, it ain't word for word, but I'm just gonna break it down. One of the text messages said, yeah, basically, I don't like Foolio ass. He a troll, he always talks about people. I put a Bible on his head, and I want him dead.
Right, so the reason why this is interesting, right, is she's basically explaining that the defense said, look, we don't want these text messages included, they're not relevant. And the judge says, what do you mean they're not relevant? Your whole defense, your whole opening statement was that she didn't know what was going on in the street. She hadn't had nothing to do. She didn't even know any gang members or affiliates.
Yeah.
Come to find out, she's got the gang member that did this tattooed on her chest. Come to find out, in 2021, she's texting fools talking about, I want him dead. I hate Foolio. So, Foolio's...
And then she's talking about that's irrelevant. Are you crazy? It don't matter how long ago you said that. You still said it. Talking about you don't know nothing. You said you want him dead. You was with them when he died. Okay, though. All right.
His mother was probably very, very happy to hear that popping off in the courtroom, right? And so, basically, she also was talking, as we already covered in the previous video, she was also talking about other people that had been killed. She knew about who had been killed. She knew about the get back. She knew about what had been going on in each side of the gang war. And those text messages were very damning. That was a long shot thinking that you weren't going to get those included. But let's hear what else you had to say about it.
She talked about Kenyatta Buller, young in age. She talked about J. Dot. She talked about rest in peace, Faz was killed at Raymond High School. They talked about him. They talked about, they kept going back and forth talking about all these people. They talked about Tyrese K40. But honey, your attorney just said that you don't know none of these people.
She's cooking her, man. She's saying, honey, your lawyer just said you didn't know none of these people. Yeah. Now you in text messages talking about the whole gang war. You in text messages talking like it's a whole Deadly War of Jacksonville video.
And these females are stupid. Like, females don't know nothing like the niggas do in the street. So they'll be on the line texting, posting, all types of stuff, bro, thinking they got away with something. In reality, it came all back to you, shorty. You thought this nut of a female going to decline 18 years in prison, thinking she was about to get off of this. Now look at you. You about to face life just like these dudes.
Oh, like I did 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows everything that's going on.
These people at all. But you do know these people. She had all the tea about who did this, did that.
So she's saying she had all the tea. She was gossiping about who killed who, how she wanted
We
Foolio
heard
dead.
her, nigga.
Got killed and everything. So
Amen.
she talked about people who had done, text about people who had done, got killed and everything. So hey, DeAndre Brown. So she knew the tea. She said, I want him dead. Definitely like 2021 or something like that. But she don't know these people now. She don't know them. She ain't never seen them before. She ain't never heard of them. But now,
It's so true, man. She just puts it into words so eloquently, man. She's saying, look, she's talking about she wants them dead. She knows all the people that died.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga blowing me, bro. We heard what the fuck she said, dude. Get your lame ass on.
then I want to know what y'all think about, what's up, Monica? I want to know what y'all think about Sean Gaffrey's grandmama. Granny got it there. What thing about grandmama? They love their son, Penny. They love their son. Talk about they play by him at all. See if I can hold this up.
So she's about to explain that Sean Gathrite's grandmother was testifying in the court and basically, you know, trying to clean up. When we see him cleaning up the car after the murder, the grandmother basically says, you know, she told him to clean the car. She wanted to just, you know, she wanted him to clean up the car. She wanted him to have a pressure washing, like all this crazy stuff that don't make no sense. It's just so happened you was asking him to clean the car the day after a hit.
Yeah,
like, it makes
crazy.
no sense. And Foolio's mum's about to tear it apart.
Granny said that Sean Gaffrey came over there, honey, and he said, Grandma. And she was in the garage, and she done got caught on live. They asked her, do she remember the statement that she gave I guess the text, she done got her little stories all mixed up. So that the only reason why we seen him cleaning that car, right? Yeah, that grandma lied. We seen him cleaning that car. She said she told him to clean the car because they leave all type of stuff in there and stuff like that. So he told him to clean the car. And the reason why he wanted her SUV because he got a pressure washing company. And so that supposedly in the bag, that's supposed to be in the pressure washing equipment.
Wasn't he wiping the car down with like a towel and stuff? Like, bro, I ain't see no pressure washer when he was cleaning that joint, bro.
I'm just doing Rilla was lying through her teeth.
So she's basically saying the grandma was lying through her teeth. You know, he came home from a drill, he wiped down the car and then switched up and took her SUV. And the grandmother saying, no, I ain't got nothing to do with no murder. No. I just wanted him to clean up the car because he always leaves a mess in the car and he wants to go and start a pressure washing business. So I gave him the SUV to go take it away. Absolute cap. Okay, absolute cap. So she basically goes on to say somebody put their girlfriend in this mess and another put their grandma in this mess. It's just so embarrassing. Okay, and then she basically goes on to explain how other lies were caught out in courtroom related to the firearm. And that relates to the grandmother again, all right? So listen to this.
So I'm going to know what the mama going to say. Because remember, let's back it up. She said they asked her grandson had any firearm ammunition, anything that she know of. She said no. Granny, your grandson was in a whole shootout in Mississippi and not on bond. Shot 3 people.
Savage, man. You saying
In Mississippi, shot 3 people. And his grandma said she don't know nothing about him and guns and stuff. Just in his joint lying.
like, the grandmother said that my grandson didn't have no firearms. I didn't know of him having access to any firearms. And she clapped back. She said, your grandson was in a whole shootout in Mississippi and he was on bond for shooting 3 people. Ain't no way you didn't know about that. It's cap. All right? It's cap. Okay? So basically, and all this stuff got found at the grandma's house. All these guns. All of those guns that I just showed you a minute ago. That's from Granny's house.
Oh, come on back, Granny. So, I'm going to hear the mama say. And her, all the stuff, the ammunition and all that stuff, the casings, was in the safe at the mama house where he stayed at. I told Jason, Jason, you see grandma take the stand, and she said the boy table that said, grandma. Girl, Brandon was lying. I love when them text messages got shown though. What's up? Let me show y'all what I'm eating.
I feel like she just said when them tech fleeces got shown, she's showing them in all the outfits, but I don't know if that's what she said exactly. Now, look, she's eating a very delicious lobster dinner right now. She's probably celebrating how cooked these fools are by cooking up a lobster, man. Fair play to her. Massive respect to Foolio's mum, because it's just so tragic. You know, nobody should have to go through the loss of their child. And she's a very strong woman, you know, being able to turn up at trial. And look, and no doubt that there's probably people in Jacksonville that wanted her dead too. Yeah. So, you know, my utmost respect to her. I hope she gets the justice that she's looking for. It's looking like she will, because these guys were some of the sloppiest shooters I've ever seen in my life, and they literally got each other's names tatted on them, just like absolute fools. So look,
yeah, they just was sloppy as hell. Then she tried to say, I think she tried to say she ain't know that boy that they said her boyfriend got his whole name tatted on her chest with her monkey ass.